Hello everyone, nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids. Today we're talking champion buffs, and I'm joined by none other than YST to do it. How's it going, man?
How's it going, Nubs? It's nice to be back making a video after such a long time. It's been like 2 months, which is rare for us, right?
Whoa, yeah. God, that's crazy. I forget because we speak to each other like constantly working on the website anyway. But
yeah.
yeah, we only got one champion buff. How happy? Because it will be out by the time this goes live. Are you happy with the Corina stuff?
Corina. Oh, yes. So obviously everyone knows that I've always liked Corina. We actually spoke about this before. I've liked him before the buff, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, they kind of changed all the things that we discussed, right? About what would be kind of good for him. Like
yeah.
the decreased defense and decreased attack without, having the decreased attack active and stuff like that. So and even I think what else did they do? They made it block buffs or block debuffs AoE.
Yeah, this move is AoE. Just full team cleanse, full team block debuffs and increased defense, which is pretty sick. That's a huge buff. Yeah, and I guess his damage. I'd be interested to test that.
I think the question is like, yes, he's kind of got this buff with Manaya, but does that still sanction Manaya coming into stuff like Hydra? Because for me, that's where Corina really shines as a champion, and it's just filling out that spot with Manaya.
Yeah, she's not bringing. She brings lots of healing, but that's kind of it. And now he's bringing block debuffs for the team as well.
That's the one part I didn't understand. I was like, it is cool what they did to Corina, but they're just clashing in terms of synergy in a weird way.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes. But I think for PvE content like Doom Tower or whether that may be, having irresistible provokes as well for stuff like arena progression, I can see that it's a nice little buff for him. But I think the A3 is probably the main thing I'm excited about.
Yeah. I'm interested to see how hard he's gonna hit as well. Could be spicy. He was always scary when I started the game. This is a long time ago, but he was always one of the scariest as a new player. Back in day.
Oh, in arena, I remember that people just put Corina Manaya and they just constantly A1ing you.
It was like before Stone Skin even existed. So like it's going way back.
Oh, it was horrible.
But yeah, we're gonna talk about other champions that need some buffs. I'll tell you right now, YC, I've got 5 champs and 4 of them are voids. So there you go. We'll see. I'm void heavy today, but you as a guest, you may start off the suggestions.
So you've actually kind of shot yourself in the foot a little bit here, because if I choose a void legendary, your list is getting smaller, dude.
It's true. I only have 3. I have 3 legendaries and 2 epics. I think the epics will surprise you. I don't think you'll pick them. We'll see though. We'll see. Could be wrong.
All right. So for me, I'm gonna actually kick off with the void Lego, and hopefully it's not one of your ones. I'm going with Raglin.
Yeah, that's fine.
I knew it. This is what I was saying, man. All right. So,
that's the most obvious one.
I feel like it's time for a Raglin buff. I'm going to start a petition. I'm going to make it, everyone sign it. We're going to get it done. This one's overdue. So she does have a really good revival, right? I don't think anyone disputes that. It's a 2-turn, 75% HP, full turn meter, right? Which is pretty nice. On the A2, I feel like needs some work. It's a 4-turn cooldown, a cleanse and a heal. Like, come on. Like, we got Mithrala Lifebane who comes in as a free champion from Hydra, doing a full cleanse with a shield and a strengthen and so much more to the kit. And I also feel like she's just missing a passive.
Yeah,
she needs I think that's what will really change the champion. Of course, you can kind of alternate every ability, make it better. Maybe with the A2, a full cleanse, 3-turn cooldown with a heal and a strengthen or a shield, right? Just an extra oomph to the ability. With the revival, potentially put like a 2-turn revival with a block damage buff, or something like an extra bit of protection following the revival could be cool. And then, just a passive, man. We need a crazy good passive to just kind of put her into the meta, honestly.
Yeah. Well, whenever we've talked about Raglin in the past, for me, it's always been her A1 and A2 suck. No passive, but her revive is really good. I actually feel now, though, in 2025, the revive actually kind of sucks. Like, I used her a little bit for trying Faction Wars hard. And like full turn meter, again, like you can go above 100% turn meter, so enemies can still go before her. Same thing with like Sun Wukong type thing. I kind of feel like this move for 2025 should be just revive an ally and gives them an instant turn or an extra turn. I don't know. I feel like just think like go instantly.
What I think could maybe have a case used, because let's be real, we don't really. I know a 2-turn revival is amazing, arguably the best revival in the game in terms of cooldowns.
Yeah, cooldown wise.
It's like, how many times are you having to revive on a 2-turn at the same time.
Yeah,
And then it
exactly.
becomes like, what else is she bringing, right? For me, I would like to see maybe stack up some buffs, increase attack, increase defense, like just throw like 4 on them.
Yeah,
Like just go crazy with it. Yeah, I think
do
that would be really
something.
cool because you then bring them back with full turn meter and immediately they could just take you out, right?
Yeah,
So
especially like as a Void legendary as well. You think about how great Sifi has been for Arena for forever. You think about how crazy Senna is for Chimera and stuff like that. You get Raglin, she's absolutely shit in comparison. Let's be real. It's like you might not even use this champion. She needs a huge buff. So it's good choice. Good choice. I picked her
so
too.
passionate about Raglin, man. We need that.
I know
We
it
need
needs
that.
to happen, right?
Yeah.
It's the most low hanging. Like Blind Seer got buffed. That was the other low hanging one. Raglan's real obvious. Okay, here we go. My one. I'm gonna go for a champion they just made a bit easier to get, but I think he needs a bit of a buff, and that's Ramantu.
Ooh, spicy. Okay.
Spicy. He's certainly not a bad champion, but what I would say is you compare him to the impact of Arbiter, Lydia, Marius, even Mithrala. I think he's way down the list in terms of these guaranteed champions. And he is, I think, the hardest mission champion. Now, yeah, they made Tag Arena easier to do, but he's still probably harder than Marius. He's really tough to get, and I don't think he matches up to that at all. I think he falls short. Sort of this weird mix between a debuffer and a damage dealer. Like a few little changes I think that could really help. Like his A2. He can place all these debuffs, but he can't place True Fear on the target he picks. If he could place True Fear on that target, he instantly becomes even better for Chimera. Potentially letting him have a chance to place both of these as well could maybe be something pretty crazy because they're such strong debuffs, but maybe that could be kind of crazy and again would make him better for Chimera as well. I think that would be kind of the direction I'd go. Maybe boost up his stats a bit, boost up his damage. I don't know. I don't think he's far off being really good, but there's just a couple of little drawbacks to his kit that hold him back. Yeah, I don't know what you think about Ramantu. Like, do you even use Ramantu very much? Because I don't use mine all that much, actually.
This is actually the first time I've heard someone actually bring up like he might need a buff, honestly. So I'm just trying to think. Now you're actually making me think, do I use him as much as he should be used for how hard he is, right? Because it's the same problem with the Doom Tower champions, right? Like, it takes so long to acquire someone like Jinro. When you finally get them, how powerful are they? Was they worth the grind? And they definitely aren't. They're just a pile of crap.
Yeah.
But with Ramantu, I do see the uses where I do use them like for block active skills and, stuff mainly for like Curse City / Faction Wars.
Yeah,
don't really use them outside of those areas.
Yeah.
Maybe it could come down to you might need a bit of a buff in terms of DPS or something, but
yeah, I feel like as a mission champion needs to be better than Curse City Faction Wars. Like that's not great for a champion that's so impactful and that people can get. I think he should be much better for Arena than he is. Sort of my thoughts on him.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay. Right. What's your next one then?
All right. So when we're talking about free champs.
Yep.
Razin Scarhide.
Ooh. Yep.
Yeah, we're coming for it. Like the main reason for this one is I feel like the game has evolved, and everybody knows this through power creep, relics, blessings, and you name it. Mythical champions. We're getting free mythicals from milestone rewards. I think because the landscape of the game has changed so much, Razin has fallen behind.
Yeah.
And I just don't feel like he's a good representation of a permanent fusion champion that new players obtain, right?
Yeah.
Like, let's just say, like, for example, we get all these free legendaries from time to time, right? We've got Lemnisci at the moment, who's arguably not one of the better ones, but we do get some really good ones, such as like Alice and stuff, right? And I just don't see where he fits in as someone that you really want to chase nowadays. Like a 3-turn cooldown, 6-turn cooldown, turn meter reduction. Like, come on, Raid. We got our mons in the game. Stealing and all sorts on like a 3-turn, right? It's just different worlds, man. So yeah, I think for starters, this needs a bit of a change. Bring this all the way down, 3-turn cooldown, or potentially a 4-turn with an extra turn.
Yeah,
is what I would do.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
On the A2, I would completely change this in a way of one thing that I've always wanted to happen to Razin is apply decreased defense and weaken to an enemy and do a debuff spread effect, taking 2 random debuffs to all enemies. And then that way you're kind of it's still not an AoE decrease defense and weaken, but at
Mm,
least you've got that chance to do so if it's the only debuff active, which I think would be pretty cool.
yeah.
Because like nowadays we've got was it Ruella's in the game, we've got Ragnar Goldgleam. Like there's epics doing decreased defense and weaken, and in
Yeah.
Ruella's case, more than that with
Yeah.
decreased speed as well, right?
He's probably
So
better than he is, just in general, which is sad.
yeah, so I think changes to the A2, changes to the A3, and similar to Raglin,
Mhm.
give him a passive that scales his defense, make him more tanky, deal some more damage, right?
That'd be
Doesn't have to
cool.
be crazy stuff, just keep him relevant,
Yeah.
is what I'm aiming for.
Yeah. I think they've even said that they don't want to buff Razin and it's not a priority. And I'm like, guys, what are you even thinking? Like, it's so weird. Why would you not? Why not buff Razin and make him more relevant and give players, newer players, that goal? And it's like they do loads of events for the Mikage fusion, and then you've got Razin, who's just totally forgotten about. It's so bizarre. It doesn't make any sense to me. It just improves the new player experience. If you make the fusion more doable, like you give more events to get the parts for him for newer players, or guaranteed ways to actually get him. You make him way better. How is the new player experience not just really enhanced? You get them into doing fusions and you give them cool rewards and something to look forward to and work towards. I'm like, is this not just a clear win for everybody? What is happening here?
Because it's gonna, for the people that's already done the fusion, it's a win. You can now have another reason to use Razin. And for players that haven't got him yet, at least they've got something to look forward to. And having that introduction, like you said, to a really good fusion champion, because the step after that is Mikage. And it's like, what's going on here? Like, Razin is just trash, and then Mikage is one of the best mythicals in the game, right? But why do you think that Raid don't want to buff these legacy champions? Like, we was actually speaking that we're not going to put the Doom Tower champions in this video because we've already covered them.
Yeah.
But it's like they just leave these Doom Tower ones and these Razins, and they just don't want to touch them for some reason. What do you think that is the reason?
I think that they don't really care that much about rebalancing stuff. Like they want to do enough to keep people somewhat happy, but they don't really want to invest too much time into it because I think it does take a good bit of developer time to test and rebalance champions, and they just aren't bothered. They just want to make new champions that they can sell for money, basically.
I honestly think they should lay off the champions for a bit of a time.
Yeah.
And just buff every single of these crappy champs to just bring them to life. I think people would love that, but that's just personal preference. But there we go. Razin, need a buff, buddy.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, I'm going to go to a champion who's even more forgotten than Razin. I think this champion was probably even forgotten when Razin was still fresh and new. I'm going to Void Epic, Faceless.
Okay, all right.
Arguably the ugliest champion in the entire game, and that's saying something. The textures, everything, it's just hideous at this guy. He's so bad.
It's so placeholder, right?
He's so placeholder. It almost
He's
seems
an
like
NPC, man.
It's like a bug. Yeah, is my graphics card dying or something? What's happening here?
Do you know that dude that you walk up to in games and you click on him to like get something like a quest item? That's what it looks like.
Oh, he's so bad. He's got 42 reviews. Wow. Okay, so here's the thing.
Jeez.
I have a 6-star Faceless, and I was struggling to kill hard Faction Wars 21, and I said, okay, maybe Faceless could actually be good for hard Faction Wars 21. Let's give him a go. I tried him in my best gear. He is absolutely shit. He's absolutely trash.
No.
He's so bad. So one of his big problems, he has a 100% ignore defense nuke, which in theory is cool.
It's pretty cool, yeah.
It's not. Here's the thing. They reworked loads of champions like Baron and Siegfried, etc. With this sort of move to only be 50% ignore defense, because in the modern game, you've got now relics, you've got area bonuses, you've got stronger ignore defense gear sets. 50% ignore defense with a higher attack multiplier is actually generally much better than 100% ignore defense, because you can reach 100% pretty easily anyway. Like, if this is 50% ignore defense, I put him in Merciless and I've got the area bonuses for Faction Wars, I'm already at 105%. I'm already overcapped. And the multiplier is just terrible. It's A1, chance of an extra hit, but it's such a low chance. It's just terrible. He provides himself increased crit rate, which again is really awkward. And it just, you don't want to build him with 70%. Yeah. You just want to let him, you want to build him 100% and go. I feel like he needs a huge rework. He could be really fun as just massive single target nuker that's not really dependent on buffs and stuff or debuffs. He just smacks. But yeah, he's so bad. He's so bad.
Yeah, I remember in the old days of Raid, like he was like that dominant DPS, right? Like
Yeah,
people
yeah.
really enjoyed him, but that's because there wasn't better ones. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
since
It's a different
Inquisitor
time.
Shamail is what Faceless should have been.
Yeah, Inquisitor
Because it's
Shamail is like so much
it's
better
the
in
same
every
ability.
way.
You're ignoring full defense, but you're doing it 3 times. So you're one
Yeah,
tapping anyone, right?
yeah,
So when you've
exactly.
got someone like Inquisitor in the game, you're not using this dude, man. So yeah, I
No.
agree. Faceless needs a rework.
Yeah,
Yeah.
total rework, which is
He
he's
needs a
poor
change in
face.
his artwork as well. That
He,
is
here's the thing, they basically need to remake the entire champion and throw this one out. It's such a waste. So I don't
oh man.
expect anything to happen, but yeah, he would be a cool one to rework.
Who do you think's
Um,
under that face? I think it's John Cena.
I think it's Hell Hades. I think it's Simon.
Oh man, he's hiding. Look at him.
Yeah. All right, who's your next one?
All right. Do you know what? This has been something this is a 4-year thing for me or 5-year thing for me. All right.
Yeah.
And I never speak about this dude, but I think this is the perfect time now that you're mentioning dudes like Faceless.
Mm-hmm.
If I was to ask you, do you know who Pestilus is? Do you know who it is?
Pestilus.
Yeah.
There's a Basilius, isn't there?
No, Pestilus. It's an epic.
Oh, Pestilus. Oh yeah, I know that they've got like a single target burn that's like unreliable, isn't it?
Dude. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
75% chance to burn, right?
Listen, fun fact, right? First increased accuracy champion in the game. This was.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah.
He was the first introduction for it as an epic champion.
Visually,
which I think
he's almost as cool as Faceless as well. The visuals, like the texture quality.
This is what you don't like the texture.
No, I think he looks really cool. I think he looks badass.
That's what I was getting at. I think he's one of the best looking, kind of unique champion, because loads of them are like kind of changed a bit, like they're kind of similar. This is one of a kind.
Easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could be a legendary easily. And I feel like the abilities are just not desirable, man. Like that A2, if we just go into there, it's like attacks one enemy, not 100% chance of placing a burn, and then will heal all allies by only 15% if the HP burn is placed, and then you get a 10 meter fill if you don't place the burn.
Why?
Like, what is this? I would just put AoE burn like a Mordecai, give them a heal and a 10 meter fill.
Yeah,
boom.
just do all. Yeah,
just do it. Like, what's it going to change in this game nowadays? Keep the Leech A1, that's fine like a Nugo.
Yeah.
Maybe give an extra turn, maybe with the A3.
Yeah, the A3 is kind of weird. These are pretty. Just doing those is pretty bad, isn't it?
Even honestly, it could be increased accuracy, increased attack on the A3.
Yeah, right? That's a lot better. Mm-hmm.
That's fine. Then lead into the A2, AoE burn with an AoE heal and a 10 meter fill. Done. Done. I mean, then Pestilus has a bit of a use, right, in my opinion. But for now, who's using this dude apart from just because he looks cool?
Yeah, people like him a bit for Chimera. I guess he gives you a few trials, but
yeah, this dude's trash, man.
He's trash, though. Yeah,
but I want him to be cool because he was one of my favorites back in the day. I really enjoyed him. But
poor Pestilus. Okay, he's
just a pest.
He is best. Yeah, I've got another epic, and this one, I think this one's a real pity. It's Lua. Again, another very forgotten epic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think visually she's kind of cool. Again, she's clearly old, but she's kind of cool. But my main problem is that she's in a faction with Coldheart, and she just gets eclipsed hardcore by the rare. But she's got 100% turn meter decrease, ignore shield and block damage. So again, it's like Coldheart, but worse. She has a triple hit AoE, which is quite fun. And then she's got, she can do a little bit of splash damage on her A1. But like, again, she's very slow base speed, but she's just, you would never use her over Coldheart. It's just not even worth putting the gear on her. Yeah, I feel like this champion could definitely use some extra stuff. I mean, hell, why not give her enemy max HP? Make her like a better Coldheart. Why not, right? Why not?
Just give her... I'm down for it, man. I'm down for it.
Like, at this point in the game, why not? Like, yeah, especially because they're in the same faction. She's way overrated, I think.
I think she was. I think they actually reset the rating, so that doesn't make sense.
They have reset the rating, so these are modern ones.
I was gonna say, if this was legacy ratings, I would have agreed back in the day because there was a period of time where spider progression, finite progression, anything that required turn meter reduction, dark fey, right?
Yeah.
These kind of areas is where someone like Lewis shines, and yeah, honestly, what I would do is I like the enemy max HP take.
Yep.
I would honestly convert this to a steal. Because it is on a 4-turn cooldown, and able to cycle back, I think, steal the turn meter, lead with the A2, and then there's kind of some synergy stuff to really like here, right?
Yeah. I think maybe adding some multi-hits to the A1 could be cool as well to help her out more in Fire Knight, because she got the multi-hit AoE. It's actually really cool. But
that's a good.
the lack
That's
of
a good little
A1 multi
take
hits
here.
is kind of rough. That'd be kind of nice if this would have
Do
some
you
multi-hits.
think make her the finite killer for hard mode? Instead, because Cold Heart's kind of orientated around this Terminator reduction, right? And I still like that aspect of her kit. But maybe like, do you know how Newt is? If you can't reduce Terminator, it's a freeze.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. That could
Maybe
be cool.
do a similar thing, right? Like place a freeze debuff, triple hit A1, or Terminator reduction instead, or
That
vice
could be
versa.
cool.
Right?
Add a bunch of freezes into her kit. Spicy. Could work. Could work. Yeah.
It'd be cool to see her come back though, because she's got that Cornelia vibe for me, like that kind of scary doll looking.
Yeah, she does have definitely very dull. I don't know if she's supposed to be or if it's just, you know,
Bad graphics.
Bad graphics. Yeah, but she does have a dull vibe for sure. Yeah. All right. Who's your next pick?
We're staying in this faction, Nubs.
Oh, okay. Okay.
This is like anger management for YST today, man.
Oh boy.
All right. I hate this champion.
Oh, okay.
My most hated champion, Raid Shadow Legends. Are you ready?
Okay, I'm trying to think.
Can you guess, actually? It's an epic.
It is an epic. God, I'm trying to think. Could be Warden, maybe?
It is.
Okay.
I despise this dude with a passion. And do you know what? I don't even know why I'm putting him on He Needs a Buff. Just leave him where he is, man.
Yeah.
Nobody uses this dude.
Who are these faces he's got on the back of his? Like, what's that? Where'd that come from?
It's Thanos.
Yeah, it looks like it. Just like some old placeholder Dark Elf image from before the game released or something. Yeah, this guy sucks.
It's the new banner for the new faction. That's what it is.
I do like his hair. He's got such emo hair. Wow, he's giving him a 4. Holy shit, man.
Jeez. All right, so A3 here, right? Let's break this down here.
Yeah.
Attacks all enemies one time. Thanks for specifying that rate. It just shows how old this is, right? Places a 30% reflect damage on all allies, and you need like 6-7 books to do this. All right, cool, fair enough. If you want to put 7 books for like a reflection on a Fire Knight for stage 20, cool. All right, so A2. Attacks all enemies. Not 100% chance of placing a 25% decreased attack, and places a 30% increased defense buff on all allies.
What in the world?
So you're telling me you need to use Nature's Bounty on an epic in 2025 to place a big version of decreased attack, not on a free turn cooldown, and not 100% chance.
Oof.
What is this? What are we talking about here, Raid?
That's crazy. I like how it's rending flames as well. There's nothing to do with burns anywhere.
This is arguably the worst ability in Raid Shadow Legends right here. It is.
That probably
is. Horrid.
And dude, he scales off attack on his A3 mostly, and a bit of defense. His A2 is defense. Why is he scaling off from random attack there?
How did he have how did he think it's okay to have an epic in the game?
Yeah.
Not 100% chance to place the low version of decreased attack on a 4-turn cooldown.
That's shocking. Yeah, that's so bad. This is Raid in 2019 or 2018 or.
Yeah, this is, and then a 15% weaken again.
Small weaken.
What's going on here, Raid?
Oh.
But even back then, do you know when he was released? It's not like an overtime thing. This was trash back then as well.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
But YST, have you considered that he is a 4.1 in arena offense, though? Have you considered that? Guy's a monster.
I have to agree. I think I'm going to build him out.
Who needs a mythicals, guys? This guy.
I get what he was doing back then. Like, reflect damage was quite scarce for finite progression stage 20. It's like, I could see it back then a little bit, but come on. This guy can't be in the game, man.
Yeah, he's the actual. Yeah, he's even worse than the ones I was calling out. He's even worse than Faceless. Yeah, yikes.
They might be the worst epic in the game. I'm being genuinely serious.
Yeah,
I can't think of one off the top of my head that's worse than Warden.
Oh dear. Yeah. All right. Cool. Yeah. I think that was your last one. You can do an honorable mention. I only have one left. And I think you went first.
I think I had 2. Wait, how many was we mentioning again?
5. I think.
Okay. Yeah, I've got a couple honorable mentions if you want to speed through. But
I've got my last one. This would be a shout out to all the the Game Leap sponsor guys, their promo code. Barato Fox Hunter. Attack legendary. Lots of people getting him as new players. This guy, I think it's really underwhelming actually. You know from the video we did on your channel, I like the AoE block active skills. Can't be resistive Humicos there. I feel like this could maybe be a 3-turn cooldown or something. I just feel like he needs more oomph. I think a lot of the couple champions do really strong stuff together, and they're kind of wow. And you think how good Yumiko is. Yumiko is a great champion, but Karato is just almost unusable, unfortunately. He's got his A2 is quite nice. It is a big hit. It can do a 2-turn stun. I kind of feel like this should be irresistible if Yumiko is there. And maybe it should always give an extra turn if he kills somebody or something like that. I just feel like he needs some more. His A1 is fine. The triple hit, each hit can place weaken is cool. He has an interesting passive where he's, ignoring passives. That's kind of cool as well. But for a really squishy champion, I feel like he needs more offensive oomph. And Harato plus Yumiko should be something that you actually do see in Arena, and you just never see him used, right? It should be something that's actually done. Whereas, as it is right now, it's not.
The synergy that I always loved for Karato, what I thought would be amazing, perfect for a champion like this, is this champion deals more damage according to the amount of skills that's on cooldown.
That'd be cool, yeah.
Do you know, like, if Yumiko's on this, because when she resets, it's then got that synergy. It's like, okay, now they're down by 2 turns. Now you're dealing X% of more damage to those enemies. I think that kind of works for that synergy, because then it actually correlates with what Yumiko is bringing, right?
Yeah. That would be cool.
That's what I would have liked. And then some cooldowns, lower the cooldowns on like the A3, like you mentioned, and stuff like that. But I think just a damage, change the passive. Make the passive like a damage incremental growth with like cooldown stuff would be nice.
Interesting, yeah. Also, he ignores some passives, but not everything. It would be cool if he ignored everything. So it was more consistent. Just ignored all damage reduction passives. That would be neat. So, like, for example, I think Harima passive still works against him. And it's like, that just kind of sucks, right? He should just ignore that as well. And anything like that. But yeah, because I think a lot of players probably do get him as a promo code, and he's just kind of a trap. Like, he's such a waste of time, really. So yeah, like especially with Wukong out there instead, for instance, it's just you'd never use Karato, and putting books into him is such a waste. Yeah,
it's a shame because if for players that have pulled a Yumiko, you don't really think, oh, I can't wait to use Karato. It's just a bit of a shame.
No, like I've tried. I love his design. Yeah. I dig this sort of cool but somewhat more realistic look. I love his design. He's super cool. I've tried him a few times, and it's just never really worth it. Yeah, it's just really underwhelming. Sad times.
Unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. I guess I had a couple I'll just run through. So one that I really wanted to mention was Septimus. I feel like Septimus is...
Yeah, I almost picked him. Yeah.
Yeah, he's... Massive oh my gosh, man. Needed. Like, who's using this dude nowadays? Like, we got Newt, we got Warmaster Authorion. Let's bring Septimus back to life, right? And what would you do to him? Would you do like a...
I think this move here probably needs to be like a triple 3 or 4 time hitter, at least. Just to make
imagine a 4-time hitter make Newt look weak. Oof.
Yeah, so like fuck it.
I'm
Why
down
not?
for it.
Let's go. Through it.
Yeah, that would be crazy stuff, right? Yeah. No, but honestly, because Newt brings more to the table, right, in terms of other effects. So maybe give him a 4-turn enemy max, 4 skill enemy max HP. If it's his only ability, it could be pretty fun.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
I don't know. Something spicy like that. But I kind of like the idea that he's the massive single target nuke. I think that's pretty cool. Or potentially have it be like a triple hit, but then have the attack scaling happen separately or something. So I don't know. Do something to make him more of a massive single target nuker that actually feels good. Because he's got a huge base attack. He's cool. He's out of date though.
Yeah, he's out of date, man. And the other ones was, I'll just list them off so we don't have to break down all the skills. It was going to be Samar Gem Cursed. I think he needs to have more utility out of Bommel. I think I haven't seen any player in this game since its release generally use Samar Gem Curse, not just as a filler, outside of Bommel the Dreadhorn, which obviously I feel like the kind of game's changed. Bommel is still a hard boss for progressing players, but there's a lot more options to take it down nowadays, especially if Nishak, Vermin Lords, etc.
Yeah. And this guy, he's visually so cool, and like in the lore, I think isn't he Newt's brother as well? I think he's Newt's brother.
He's got something to do with Mountain King and Newt,
Mountain King as well, yeah. So, like, he's a sick champion, and he's absolutely terrible. He'd be a really good one to buff, yeah.
Yeah, I think Samar Gem Curse, I was going to throw in Elgayas from the Undead Hordes.
He's been buffed once or twice already, hasn't he?
Has he actually been buffed?
Yeah, I think she's been buffed, but yeah, she needs another one.
She's
terrible.
Yeah, no, what I was going to suggest with her is, do you know where she places the skill cooldowns on a single target?
Yeah.
Instead of like making it happen to loads of the same champion, I was gonna say something like maybe like places a block active skills on all enemies that doesn't have the skill cooldowns reduced.
Okay, yeah.
Something like that. Kind of like a dominant control with the skill cooldown on the target, and for anyone that's not affected, place X debuff. So then you're giving them something and then the single target like that. That was just that. And Yeah, that was kind of the other two that I felt like probably
They're good
the
picks,
most
yeah.
mention. And then one
Yeah.
just out of a selfish one would have been Rainbeast from Skinwalkers.
Oh, yeah, I like that. That's a fun one. He's so old and forgotten about as
Because
well.
for anyone that actually wasn't around back in like 2020, 2019, I kid you not, Rainbeast was the meta in Arena. Like, people would just put one Rainbeast there in defense, and you wouldn't be able to take him down because he had some crazy passive, which I think they nerfed, right? I'm not sure what they nerfed
I think
on
they
him.
did nerf him, yeah, but I don't remember. It was before my time anyway, but yeah.
Yeah, I think
Poor
the issue
Rainbeast.
is he's not dealing enough damage to get the revivers out of the A2. The
Yeah.
passive isn't interacting how it did in the past, and I would like to, because he's one of the best looking epics in the game. Like,
He's cool.
look at
Yeah.
him.
He's
Pretty
a great pick.
badass, man. I think for Skinwalkers specific, for faction wars at a very minimum, just give him some really cool synergy to go on here, man. Maybe a damage boost on the A2 or something. But
Yeah, he'd be a really fun epic to come back. And like, yeah, they're adding like void support, which is nice and all, like adding in void epics to help Skinwalkers and
bring some damage,
Maroks
man.
as well. But yeah, like make Rainbeast actually good. Like, why not? Rainbeast, I think actually. Rainbeast.
There's no DPS in the epics in the faction.
Yeah, very few. Like
arguably a Kempton, but that's through like hex and poison triggers.
Yeah,
but there's not actually a DPS, right?
Like
that really stands out.
Yeah, like Weregran kind of. And...
Oh, Weregran, yeah, I guess so.
Yaga. Ooh. Yeah, but
yeah. Oh, no, you can get buff as well, man.
Yeah, they're good picks. Like, they never buff epics, and they really should, because there's so many that are actually genuinely cool designs, and people would actually use them for Cursed City and Faction Wars. There's loads to use them in, but they're just so trash that you never can.
To me, epics is what makes the game, because not everybody can get their hands on these legendaries and mythicals, and you know, just bring some life back to them. Ray, come on, let's do it. Let's see. I want to see the next patch. We don't want to see one Corina. We want to see at least 5 legendaries, 5 epics. Let's make it crazy. Let's do it.
Do it. All right, guys. That's going to be it for the video. Thank you for watching. We did do a collab over on YST's channel as well, talking about sort of the opposite of this video in a sense, but some underrated champions that are actually really good, but a lot of people don't know about them. So make sure to check it out. Mr. YST, do you have anything to say for the end of the video?
No, it's just been a blast coming back and making some videos again, and appreciate you having me on. It's been cool talking about some crappy champs that need a buff.
You know what? Actually, one thing to throw in, my cheeky honorable mention would be Fortis. Let's give Fortis another buff, folks. He's had 2 reworks. Give him a 3rd rework. Can we make Fortis actually really good at last? Can it happen?
Ooh, I've actually pulled Fortis. I've never used him, so that'll be cool.
No, yeah. He's okay, but not good enough. He needs another buff. 3rd time's the charm. All right, we'll see you all next time. Goodbye.